The 5th generation Honda Civic. To some, it's just an old, crappy commuter car. But to those who know, the EG chassis is a masterpiece of 90s engineering. But this one here, just needs a little bit more love. These crusty wheels kill the vibe of the car. We're looking for JDM spec, not junkyard spec. So let's fix them on the cheap. I started sanding with super aggressive 80 grit sandpaper to bring the wheels back to 1 layer instead of 3. Next comes the deep clean. I washed the wheels down with some water and then got rid of any residue with some acetone. If anything is left, your paint is going to fly right off down the driveway. A quick masking job later and you're ready to spray your primer.
That'll do it. Good old Dad.
This is where the magic happens. The primer you spray acts as a bridge between the wheels and your new beautiful car colour.
Approximately 10 hours later.
It fills in those tiny shining scratches, leaving something for the paint to bite into.
Just going to key the other paint into it. That's probably not too bad.
Now for the payoff. We're going with gloss white. White wheels are just like a cheat code really. It's that classic look that pops against any body
You can
glass.
see it's a bit tacky, right? Yeah. So that's the attack coat. The next one's your one where you start loading it up.
Just like the primer, we're starting from light packaging. Don't freak out if the grey primer is still peeking through. White pigment is thin, and it will take a few passes to build up that refrigerator brightness. The secret to a deep, wet look gloss isn't one thick coat, it's overlapping the layers. I'm aiming for about 50% overlap on every pass.
Yeah, does that look glossy?
Just get it in the sun.
I'll move it out in the sun.
Look at these. These look like they just came off a fresh Type R.
Gloss?
Yeah.
Alright, grand reveal. Like Christmas Day, opening your present. It's wobbling all over the place. Keep it steady.
That's enough oral priming for now. Let's chuck these back in the car and let's see how they look. Wow, these look fresh. Can't be caught lacking having silver center caps with these white wheels. Now that you've seen the whole process, I'm just going to speed up a little bit for you. With my slacker masking job, there's a little bit of overspray all over the wheels. To fix this, I'm just using a little bit of acetone. This stuff is wickedly powerful, so don't get too silly with it, otherwise we'll be back to sanding. Outside is glowing now, but we spent our time in the driver's seat, so we can't ignore the interior. These tiny Honda's interiors are legendary for their simplicity, but they're also absolute magnets for dust and dirt.
Give it a good clean.
With the insides looking clean, it's time to give the EG a proper bath. But as in scrubbing down the panels, the soap revealed a harsh reality of its old paint, especially on the roof. So let's keep going. and fix the Civic. We're starting for a wet sand approach. We've got some 400 grit sandpaper soaked in soapy water. The goal here isn't to take it down to a bare metal. We just need to strip away the dead, flaky clear coat and create a smooth, keyed surface for the new primer to grab onto. And look at that, we're already onto masking. That was pretty quick, huh? Now that we're masked up, we're almost ready to spray. Even if the roof looks clean, your hand still leaves behind oils and dust falls on the car. Quick hit with some prep brush and it should be good. If you want to have good paint, you gotta have good shaking. For this car, this paint is just not paint. It's also a beautification liquid to restore it to its younger charm. We're keeping it simple today. Just base coat and thinner. No fancy hardness, no complicated 17-step formulas. Just the pigment and the juice that makes it fly. It's time to make or break this roof. Any mistake in the paint is clearly going to be seen. You gotta take your time. You're going to want to be careful where you're standing when you spray. Don't want to put your stomach against that freshly painted paint. Keep your arm forward, keep the gun parallel to the surface, and whatever you do not lock your wrist. You swing the gun with a pendulum, you get heavy paint in the middle, and dry spray all over the edges.
It's our dad's life hack. Make a little V shape out of tape. Should pour good. Did it pour good? Poured lovely. All down the front of the pot. Would have been way worse. First load of clear's going to be mixed with a little bit of silver. And the next one will be super clear. First clear mixed with the silver.
By mixing the clear and the silver, it should give it a little bit of extra depth.
Ooh. Can't show that on YouTube. Well, we didn't get too many spits in it, did we? No. Got a little bit of stuff landed in it.
It's looking pretty good so far. Let's see it out in the sun.
The flash. So you can see why you mask?
Yeah.
You see that would have
All that
been
bloody
all over
overspray. You wouldn't be able to see anyway.
It's time for the most satisfying, but yet most nerve-wracking part in the paint. Removing mask.
Oh, that's going to look horrendous. That'll buff up. There we go. You're going to buff out in a wash.
Wow. Look at that.
Well, just feel that part.
Pretty good, except for the...
Well, because it was not above my head like everything else.
Most people would see this and call it a day, but if we want that show car depth, the kind of finish where you can literally see a reflection, we have to do the unthinkable and pull out sandpaper to our brand new paint. Welcome to wet sanding. This is where we level up the orange peel and turn this roof into a sheet of glass. I started with using 15,000 grit sandpaper, soaked in a bucket of water with a drop of dish soap for some extra lubrication.
So it's looking after the 15,000.
The goal here isn't to remove the paint, but to shave down the peaks of the clear coat until everything is perfectly flat.
A complete matte finish on it yet?
We're on to the 3,000 now.
Right now, the roof looks, well, terrifying. It's flat, it's hazy, and if you didn't know better, you'd think I just ruined 30 hours work. But those who do know better, know it's only some polishing compound and a buff away from that mirror surface. Look at that depth. That's not paint anymore. That's a liquid mirror.
Ultimately, I have to ask myself, what is the true meaning of being perfect? And the answer I came up with was nothing. Not one thing. The truth of the matter is, I despise perfection. If something is truly perfect, that's it.
Right, so how much did this cost in materials? For 2 cans of the white and a can of primer, it came out to $60. For the paint job, it was $90 in primer and thinner, $75 for the base coat, and $55 for the clear coat, coming out to $280.